It is Tuesday morning, and the debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden is scheduled for tonight. And the two big questions for me is, will Joe Biden show, and will Donald Trump seek new lows to go in his attack of humanity? Now listen, I still would not be surprised if we have a surprise that takes the debate off the stage tonight. So will Joe show physically? It's still possible that it may not happen. Now, I know he's been preparing in his basement for weeks. And so the second question is, if it happens and he shows physically, will he show mentally? And that's a huge issue. And that's where he wins or loses this debate. Because, it's kind of like the first Rocky movie. All Joe has to do is be standing at the end of the 15th round and he wins. It doesn't matter about his gaffes. He's always had gaffes. He's the queen of gaffes. So there'll be no surprise. That's baked into his cake, just like all the insults and the craziness of Trump is baked into his stuff. And so Joe just needs protection, and I think Chris Wallace will help him with that, because I know Chris Wallace is from Fox News, but as the moderator, he is a part of the Main Street media. He's a part of the elite press of Washington, D.C. So I have no doubts he's really going to try to help Joe, and he can do that by keeping the answers short, number one, and also making this the most boring debate possible. So there's going to be ratings bonanza at the beginning of this, but I would say Chris Wallace will, make it so boring that within 15, 20 minutes, people are going to be turning the channels. And that'll be a victory for Joe Biden. Now, on Trump's side, it's all about how low will he go. And the surprise will be those of us who track and follow Trump and politics in general. I have no doubts he will surprise us once again at how low he will go. Let me give you a real good example. Now, and let me say this side note. If he can stick to the issues, he will win. But here's how low he will go. Hunter Biden is absolute open season for Trump. He is the perfect example of political nepotism, benefiting from his dad being vice president, getting millions of dollars from foreign countries. I'm not saying it's illegal. It's just the way it goes. So he could go after Hunter Biden, but knowing Trump, he won't, because Biden will not mention Hunter. He's going to talk about his son, Beau Biden. The war veteran from Iraq, the guy who was a major in the military, the guy who was attorney general for the state of Delaware. Oh, and the best part, he died of brain cancer at 46. This is where Trump will go. This is where he will go to absolutely offend every single person he possibly can. I don't understand it, but it's who he is. So if this thing happens, that's the ultimate question. How low will Trump go? It's really in his court to win this or lose it. Here we go.